Alrighty, guys. Hello and welcome back to the show. God damn it! I forgot to select my faction once again. All right, so we're rolling with Seraphim today, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. Actually, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. It's gonna be a disaster, but we're gonna do it anyway. I'm really happy to get back to ladder matches. I just I don't know, like I took like a month off or longer from ladder matches. They just like semi didn't interest me for a long time, and I also really enjoyed playing with like all of the people that I've met on FAF and through the FAF Discord and through the YouTube channel and everything. Like you guys are amazing people, and I've really enjoyed getting to meet you guys, getting to hang out with you guys. But I wanted to get back to some ladder matches, so we're going to be doing our standard today, which is play the game out. We'll do a postmortem, see how it ends up going. The third engineer I usually send to reclaim. Well, actually, you know what? We're not going to do that because there's not really that much reclaim. I could really use, I think, the build power on getting the rest of my power grid up. And this other land factory up. So we're going to go for that. We're going to try and send this Tham out. This is a super even game with black yips. Probably gonna get demonetized for saying that username, but it is what it is. If you guys have not seen How I Met Your Mother, it's a great show. First off, you guys should go watch it. But they talk about getting the yips in that game, or in that show, where it's like you have something that you're like really caring about, and this is a terrible build, absolutely terrible. But I feel like I'm committed at this point, so we're gonna roll with it. But they talk about getting the yips, where you're like a really good player and then you lose your edge. That's what they call getting the yips, and that's it. Then I've had the yips for when did I start this channel? When was it? Like a year and a half? 2 years ago? Almost a year and a half ago. Or about a year and a half ago, yeah. I've had the yips for about a year and a half now. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Let's kill that, please, for me. Thank you. Okay. All right, we'll get the Tham up there. It'll be great. We're gonna be able to shut down this engineer that's expanding. Yeah, boy, you fucked. Okay. You know, it's about time to go for that. I'm OCD. I would really like it to be symmetrical. Okay. It's about time to go for that long line of T1 power generators that's going to bottom out my economy even more than it already is, okay? Like, my economy is fucked right now. Send that guy out. I'm going to send my commander north. Because I'm thinking... I don't really know what I'm thinking, but I'm thinking it's going to be more difficult to hold on to this than it is to hold on to that, just due to proximity. So I would rather have my commander up north, knocking shit down up there, than in the south, twiddling his thumbs. I have, like, all the mass in the world right now. I just, like, I can't use it because I have no energy at all to speak of. I mean, we're trying to fix that problem as quickly as we can. Problem is, power grid is hungry. Good thing is that he's got about the same power grid issues that I do, hopefully. Unless he's a better player than me, which is very possible. Actually, likely. It's very likely that he's a better player than me. We're gonna grab some of the stuff up north. We're gonna grab the stuff down south. It's got air up. We don't have air up. That's a problem, but we haven't had energy to be able to do anything with it. And now we're going into the rubber band effect where now I have more mass than I know what to do with, but I have no energy. Or, well, I can't speak. I have energy now, but no master units. And so the rubber band continues to go back and forth. Let's try and take that out. That hydro might be important. I thought I saw a building over here. Alrighty, I'm gonna call that worth it. We'll go ahead and leave that till later. Oh boy. Tons of wait. I want you to finish that, please. Oh, his commander's here. Okay, let's finish the Okay, I think we're actually in like a really good spot right now for all of the panic and everything. I haven't scouted yet because, you know, who needs that shit? Go ahead and do that. What the fuck is happening back here? I want to lose a mech for no reason. I mean, that's okay, I guess, because, like, I'm floating more mass than I know what to do with anyway. I'm building reclaim engineers, but I don't have anything. I don't need to build reclaim at all. So, yeah, there's that. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't know what happened to the radar that was down south. It's dead, obviously, but I don't know why. Alright, well that's almost at T2. Okay, let's just go. No, keep upgrading. Get a Tech 2 on land, I guess. Hello. Yo. Lots of damage. Deal lots of damage. Lots of damage needs to be done. Sweep in through the south. You know, this radar honestly needs to die. Is that a gun? No, it's not a gun comm. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. Maybe. I don't know. He's going for a Hail Mary play here, I think. We need to get our comm out of there, or at least in a safer spot. Okay, I've lost a lot of stuff up there. Let's go reclaim all of that. I don't know what to do. Everybody's looking at me right now like, you have so much mass, why don't you spend it? It's because, like, I don't 100% know what to do with it right now. I don't want to build more T1 because I'm committing to T2. So, I mean, I guess just write out the fact that I'm overflowing and just be like, yeah, I'm a bad player. Okay, let's go for a gun upgrade. We can do that. Yeah, let's do that. Are all my land factories doing something right now? We're gonna have to deal with that. Luckily, we have enough units to be able to deal with that. Save the engineer. God damn it. I think I commit to the gun upgrade at this point, and then we'll deal with the T2 power generator later. This power stall might be the end of me here. Was that an Ilshiva? Those are Ilshivas. That is very ungood. He's riding this power van way better than I am. God, I should have pushed harder earlier. And I didn't, and I'm gonna pay the price. What does his eco look like? See if I can even get a look. See if I can get a peek. This is almost done. Get energy storage up. I want to get a couple of those up. We'll get another one upgrading to T2. Keep our units out of harm's way as much as we can. You need to start cranking those Ilshivas out. And then I need one of you to build me some radar. Oh hey, he has a gun upgrade too. We can be gun upgrade buddies. Except my comm has more HP than yours. This is definitely the mistake that cost him the game right here, guys. He had this game in the bag. That's what I love about this game. It's like a little bit of an overstep of the commander, and you end up losing. Jeez, he had so much. He had so much. I was so fucked. I was so screwed. Okay. Was he T3? Okay, no, he wasn't T3. All right, let's go ahead and load back into the replay. Let's see what happened. Again, sneaking suspicion about what happened in this game and why I went from on the front foot to the back foot very, very quickly. But we'll go into the replay so that we can see what happened. We'll see you guys in a second. Welcome back to the replay, everybody. So bumping the speed up to 4x. Yeah, he had a better build order right off the bat. I need to take a page out of this guy's book as far as no hydro build orders. I think. I don't know. Let's look. Oh, okay. So he went for a similar build order to me then. Okay, he went for the third though, then 1, 2, and then a fourth. I'm curious if he e-stalls here. I don't think he's going to e-stall. If he does e-stall, it's not going to be as much as I was at this point in the game. This e-stall put me back so poorly. And I'm still working out the build order for... I'm still trying to work out the second land build order. I'm sure a bajillion people in the comments are like, oh, it's just as easy as doing like this, this, and this. And I appreciate that, but part of the journey for me is that I really enjoy figuring things out for myself. Okay, so looking at this here, it's got these 4 going for the hydro now. I'm getting the hydro up. So I do want to look at whether or not me killing the hydro, because that was like a value play that I made. I wanted to see if that actually like did anything. But now we're grabbing these bottom 3 mexes, and we're going to be able to deny these top 3 mexes. Let's talk about this real quick. I think that this commander move was a super good power play. Just because if you look at his commander, and this might have been like the advantage of my build, while my build had huge drawbacks on the energy side, I was able to get my commander out of the base quicker and get control of these 3 mexes up here. So whether that's valuable or not, you know, I'll leave it to you guys to decide, but I would say that this was pretty important, grabbing these 3 mexes. It would have been really nice if I had had the power to be able to use all of that mass. But it did allow me to upgrade several mexes to T2. And that, I think, in hindsight, I think that might have been what kept me in the game here, was having as many T2 mexes in my base as I did. So I'm behind him on total mass accrued at this point. I'm not sure how. So I have more mexes. Okay, now we're closing in. Okay, so now we're starting to outpace him a little bit in terms of total mass accrued. Commander moving forward. Let's talk about factories. So one of the things I talked about a lot in my last game was factory counts. So he's got 1 air factory and then 6 land factories. You compare that to my... I've got 7 land factories actually and an air factory. And that is, I think that's translating to more T1 spam on the field, but less T1 spam that I'm using. So I would say this guy is a better player than me. I won by a fluke accident, is I think the best way to put it. And this is when you can start seeing, oh, actually 8 factories, because I've got these 2 up here. I probably could have fought for this way harder than I did. I could have fought for this position so much more. Looking at this, we have kind of equal units there. Both of our commanders are there. I have production that is in close proximity. I should not have just abandoned that facility. I should have tried to fight for it a little bit more. As it was, this rally point was really bad. So we talked about in our last game how you need to make sure that your rally points are in usable positions. This one is terrible. I need to move it to here. Or at least further forward so that those units can get involved faster. But here I vacate this position. I don't think I should have. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm still e-stalling. I'm not e-stalling. Oh yeah, that's right. This is whenever I was floating everything and decided to go for gun. Oh, and can you guys see my... You guys can see my mass bar relatively well. Sorry, I just realized that I've got my performance monitor up over the top. I don't... Yeah. Now my commander is just doing the Texas Shuffle down here and just like bumping back and forth. Oh, I never got this mex. I don't know whether I just never saw it. Yeah, there was never a mex that was built here. Okay, so that's whenever he goes for gun, speed and range. Okay, so his eco tanking quite a bit. Oh, he actually cancels it because of... He actually cancels it because of that. I think his radar is way more effective than my radar coverage right now. My radar coverage is very concentrated to the bottom side of the map, and it did help me a lot in picking up these like little raiding parties that pop up. And I am able to get in there and take those out. That's when... Is he making the jump to... Okay, yeah, so he's at T2 land already. I mean, it is 10 minutes into the game. I'm T2 land as well. I just go for a different T2 land strategy, I think, than he did. I would argue that my T2 land strategy is a little bit more long-term than his is. And I think we'll see the merits of my T2 land strategy here in a second, as we go towards the closing portions of the game. But yeah, these two Ilshavas coming out, that completely... Well, as you guys saw in the POV, it threw me for a loop. I started panicking a little bit. I was very lucky that he had a gun upgrade and was upgrading there at the same time I was, and that he was sending a lot of his forces down towards the south. Because at this point in the game, I've lost. So if you look at the map, if you go from his units up here in the northwestern corner that are about to cut into my base, I've lost a solid 60 to 70% of the map there. And I really only have these 4 mexes here, and then my starting location with a couple of perimeter mexes around. And Black Yips here is in much better control of the map. In hindsight, sending these units down here to respond to this might have been a poor idea. Although, there's no way to know this, right? Because, you know, in the moment, you're just responding. Gun speed and range, done. So, here's where I finished the C2 power generator, and then we'll talk about why I think that my T2 rush is superior to the way that other people play this. He's gonna mop up some of my T1 down here at the bottom. We'll speed this up a little bit. I'm shooting from the hip here as far as this replay. So yeah, my commander advancing. I figured this was the only way for me to get back into the game, was I needed to advance. His commander was already here, and it's important to understand that his commander has already taken a good amount of damage. And that was from earlier, whenever he swept in over this little mountain range right there. He swept in with his commander and took a lot of fire from Thams as well as my own commander. And yeah, I ended up losing that fight, but this damage still persists. So he's entering this fight about 1500 HP below where my commander is entering this fight, which is something that you need to understand and something that is important. The other thing to note is that I don't think he has overcharge here. I am not seeing any overcharges come off of his commander. So I'm not sure whether he is... No, he does not have overcharge here. So if you're going to be pushing with a gun commander, you need to, again, use all of the resources at your disposal. I talk about this a lot, but you need to have gun or overcharge available to you. So let's pause this again. His commander's at 948 HP. Mine is at 3,800 HP. Now, some of this is due to the fact that I had Zuis in my mix, but a very large portion of this is due to the fact that I had my commander on snipe here with overcharge on and was dumping all of that damage into his commander. And yeah, overcharge deals less significant damage to the commander. I think it reduces damage by 50 or 60%, but it's still an extra shot to throw into the comm. It's not something that takes up your normal gun cycle. It's still something that is worth throwing into the enemy commander and worth getting that little bit of extra damage per second off. So anyway, I'll wrap the video there, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I would posture that my T2 approach here with going for a T2 power generator and an energy storage is better than getting a couple of Ilshivas off the line for the long term. But for the short term, it just happened to work out for me here that I had to overcharge and was in range of his commander. So I will leave it there, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.